top stories tonight in Y News. Commission on Elections spokesperson Director John Rex Laudianco says they will give ample time for candidates to answer the show cause order for the alleged premature campaigning. The Department of Foreign Affairs reports that no Filipinos injured or died due to the massive flooding in Libya, which has left thousands of people dead and missing. A lawmaker in the upper chamber believes that the granting of controversial confidential funds should be rationalized. And the E3 alliance of France, Germany, and the United Kingdom announced that they plan to keep their sanctions towards Iran due to their severe non-compliance to the uranium enrichment limit.
Good evening, Philippines and the world. Today is Friday, September 15, 2023. Join us in the next hour as we deliver today's top stories around the Philippines and other parts of the world. I am Joselito Liquido.
We are also seen in 1,935 satellite monitoring centers nationwide and via live streaming worldwide through the UNTV News and Rescue social media channels. I am Marvi Delfin.
First in the news, the Commission of Elections will proceed to file cases against candidates who fail to answer the show cause order for the alleged premature campaigning. Dante Amento tells us why.
Commission on Elections or Comelec spokesperson Director John Rex Laudianco said they will give ample time for candidates to answer the show cause order issued to them due to premature campaigning complaints or reports. The poll body requires candidates to have their explanation within 3 days upon receipt of the show cause order.
Ano ang sinasabi ng due process? Ang due process po dapat bigyan ng pagkakataon. So nandun na po yan sa ating respondent kung kukunin niya yung pagkakataong sumagot na ibinigay sa kanya. Ang pagsagot po kasi dito pwedeng email, pwedeng hand-carrying letter, pwede rin pong by mail. Pero inaasahan po namin mas maraming email dahil mas marami pong naipadalang show cause order by email po.
Failure to comply within the given period without valid reason would warrant the possible filing of a disqualification case, an election offense which is criminal in nature. As of September 14, 2023, over 600 show cause orders have been issued by the Commission through its task force contra EPAL for alleged premature campaigning.
Chairman Garcia po ina-emphasize na dalawa, yung election offense sa paglabag po ng premature campaigning Section 80 at yung Section 68 ng Omnibus Election Code, yung disqualification naman po. So meron ng criminal offense na premature campaigning, meron pang disqualification para naman po doon sa matanggal na sila sa listahan.
Comelec Chairman George Erwin Garcia revealed an election offense can be filed within 3 years after the commission of the crime. The penalties for such offense are up to 6 years of imprisonment, perpetual disqualification from holding public office, and perpetual disqualification from the right to suffrage.
Kahit pa yan ay nakumit ng 1 taon na nakarilipas, pwede ka pa rin pailan ng kaso. Kasi tatandaan natin, ang prescriptive period ng election offense 3 taon. Election offense, iba yung disqualification. Dalawa kasi lagi ang nature ng violation dito.
Dante Amento, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
The Philippine National Police has identified 249 areas of concern for the barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections. PNP Deputy Chief for Operations, Police Lieutenant General Michael John Dubria mentioned that 1,344 are categorized under orange and 1,010 are categorized under yellow.
JSCC must convene from the municipal, provincial, regional, and area level. And then the inputs or the info will be submitted to the national headquarters for the PNP to be submitted to Comelec and for their final approval.
PNP Chief Police General Benjamin Acorda Jr. also confirmed that there have been 4 validated incidents of election-related violence. These include shooting incidents in Libon, Albay and Taal, Batangas, an alarm and scandal incident in Malabang, and a shooting incident in Piagapo, Lanao del Sur.
The Commission on Elections is appealing to lawmakers to restore its slashed budget for the year 2024. During the Senate budget hearing, Comelec Chairman George Erwin Garcia expressed hope that at least 5.7 billion pesos would be reinstated. This is crucial preparation for the 2025 national and local elections. Garcia noted that the Commission had initially requested 44 billion pesos for the next year. However, only 27 billion pesos were approved under the National Expenditure Program, or NEP. The majority of the approved budget will be allocated for the 2025 midterm elections.
Medyo masyado pong malaki yung nawala sa amin that we will have to prepare for 2 elections actually in 2025. Kasi po yung nabawas sa amin na 5.7 billion pesos will include yung pong overtime ng mga tao namin. So medyo extra efforts po yung bibigay ng mga tao namin. Kasama rin po dyan yung transport ng mga machines because we will have to pilot test these machines nationwide.
Comelec plans to file a motion for reconsideration once they receive the Supreme Court's decision declaring the postponement of the December 2022 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataang elections, or BSKE, as unconstitutional.
The Department of Foreign Affairs reported that no Filipinos were dead or hurt by the floods in eastern Libya caused by a deadly rainstorm that hit the country Sunday night. According to DFA executive, the government is ready to assist Filipinos who wants to go back to the Philippines. Nel Maribohok reports.
The Philippine government has not received any report of Filipinos injured due to the massive floodings in Libya, which has left thousands of people dead and missing. According to Foreign Affairs Undersecretary Eduardo De Vega, they were already informed by Filipino community in the area that there are no reported Filipino casualties.
Maraming missing, maraming po namatay, nakikidalamhati tayo sa ating mga kaibigan from Libya. Ganun pa man, walang Filipino included sa casualties at missing, accounted for ayon sa mga Filipino community leaders. So that's good news.
The DFA said around 1,100 Filipinos live in eastern Libya, 90 of whom are in northeastern areas badly hit by Storm Daniel. Yusek De Vega said there's no need for the government to undertake evacuation or repatriation.
Hindi po kailangan i-evacuate, nilipat sila to high ground ng mga Libyan employers nila at walang humingi ng repatriation. So wala ring nasa shelter.
Despite this, DFA assured that the government is ready to assist Filipinos who wants to go back to the Philippines. Nel Maribuhok, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
And for the news abroad, Britain, France, and Germany, known as the E3, announced that they plan to keep their sanctions towards Iran due to their severe non-compliance. RK Lorca will give us the details live. Yes, RK, good evening.
Good evening, Marvi. The Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action that was signed back in 2015 will come to an end in October. However, the E3 alliance and its partners said in a joint statement that they will keep their sanctions on Iran due to their violations in an agreement. The deal limits Iran's uranium enrichment, which is a key process in developing nuclear weapons. In return, Iran will receive billions worth of financial relief from the United States and the European Union. After the US left the agreement in 2018, Iran started to break the terms and have recently been involved in nuclear negotiations with Russia by developing and selling nuclear missiles for its war against Ukraine. The E3 did not specify the duration of the sanction, but mentioned that it will remain in place once Iran becomes fully compliant. Iran's foreign ministry said that E3's decision were illegal, which also violates the agreement. They also assured that Iran will take appropriate actions in response to the sanctions. Back to you, Marvy.
Thank you, Arke Lorca, reporting live. A lawmaker in the upper chamber believes that the granting of controversial confidential funds should be rationalized. Senator Alan Peter Cayetano stated that confidential funds should be allocated to a civilian agency based on its needs, regardless of who holds the position of secretary.
Ang stand ko last year was give the Intel Fund to OVP, especially kung may usapan sila ng Presidente on issues regarding security. But sa DepEd, if you give DepEd, you should give all departments. Kasi, for example, what if VP Sara becomes Secretary of DSWD? Tatanggalin na ba natin yung confidential fund doon at ilipat doon? So my personal stand is walang personalan. Dapat lahat na pareho ang sitwasyon, di ba? So ang point ko lang, hindi dapat sundan yung tao. So si Alan malakas kay Duterte, so meron siyang Intel Fund. Si ganito, malakas kay ganito, meron.
However, Cayetano acknowledged that the non-disclosure of how the confidential funds were spent is a problem and a source of public distrust. The senator emphasized the necessity of transparency and accountability to ensure that the public's hard-earned money yields tangible results.
Public utility vehicle driver and operators who are not fuel subsidy card holders fear additional fuel expense due to another looming fuel hike next week. JP Nunez will tell us why.
Even though the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, started the distribution of fuel subsidy to public utility vehicle or PUV operators last Wednesday, September 13, there are some PUV drivers who will not receive subsidy from the government. Rudy De La Cruz, a jeepney driver and operator in Caloocan City, said he has no fuel subsidy card, which is needed to receive the fund. According to him, he was not given the card, as his Certificate of Public Convenience or CPC or the franchise of his jeepney unit has not been transferred to his name when he bought the jeepney in 2017. The CPC with the name of the fuel subsidy card applicant should be named after him.
Hindi nakapangalan sa akin ito. Kaya wala, ay sabi kasi pag hindi nakapangalan sa'yo, hindi ka makakuha, sabi ng LTFRB.
It was only last month when the LTFRB released a memorandum circular that will allow the transfer of name in CPC. With the expected projection of an oil price hike for the 11th time this Tuesday, Rudy was among the jeepney drivers who fear additional expenses to their fuel consumption.
Tiis-tiis lang, wala naman ako magagawa dahil hindi nakapangalan sa akin eh. Mabigat din, siyempre, mayroong hinihingi yung anak mo, hindi mo maibigay. Wala kang magagawa, yun lang ang kita mo eh.
Based on the projection of the Department of Energy, diesel prices may increase up to 2 pesos per liter. Gasoline prices may increase up to 1 peso and 35 centavos per liter, while up to 1 pesos and 90 centavos per liter for kerosene. According to DOE, this is attributed to the tighter supply outlook due to Saudi and Russia's voluntary production cuts. The disruption in Libya's supply due to the hurricane and U.S. crude inventory withdrawals also affected the prices in the global market. A transport cooperative of traditional jeepneys in Quezon City believes that the fuel subsidy of 6,500 pesos will be used only for a few days. It is beneficial, however, they believe that the long-term solution will be the adjustment of fares. They agree to a 1 peso provisional fare increase petition which may add 200 to 300 pesos of income to jeepney drivers based on their calculation.
Hindi naman habang panahon manghihingi mga ng subsidy, di ba? kailangan talaga yung pang-araw-araw.
JP Nunez, UNTV, News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission, or PAOCC, arrested a Malaysian national last night, September 14, for selling a pre-registered SIM card during a buy-bust operation. The suspect was identified as Leon Z. Yuan, alias Jeff, 23 years old, currently residing at Bayfront West Naiya Garden Residence, Parañaque City.
Nung mabalitaan namin na may mga gumagawa ng prepaid SIM cards, nag-set kami na entrapment. So yun, nahuli namin yan. May na in his possession yung maraming SIM cards, pre-registered SIM cards.
Brutal money, 150 pieces of smart SIM cards, and equipment used to create pre-registered SIM cards were recovered from the suspect.
Actually, nung last week pa tayo nagsimula na manghuli ng mga gumagawa nitong mga prepaid SIM cards. May mga nakalain na pa rin tayo na kukunin.
According to the authorities, the suspect is related to the raid on Rivenda Global Gaming in Pasay City last August 1, where 28,000 pre-registered SIM cards and other scam equipment were confiscated.
Sinisimulan na namin yung mga pagkalap dito sa mga tinatawag nating contractors ng mga SIM cards na ito na binabayaran para gumawa ng mga libo-libong mga SIM cards.
The suspect is facing various charges, including violation of Republic Act 11934 or the SIM Registration Act related to RA 10175, the Cybercrime Prevention Act, violation of the Data Privacy Act of 2012, and the Access Device Regulation Act of 1998.
The price of white sugar has been increased from 5 pesos to 10 pesos per kilogram in some markets in Quezon City this week. According to the vendors, the delivery of their supply is currently limited. At Mega Q Mart, refined sugar, which used to be 90 pesos per kilogram, is now priced between 95 to 100 pesos per kilogram. The price of washed golden brown and dark brown sugar has been raised by 5 pesos. Previously priced at 90 pesos, they are now at 95 pesos per kilo. Dark brown sugar, which used to be 90 pesos per kilo, is now priced at 95 pesos per kilo. Muscovado, which used to be bought for 110 pesos per kilo, is now 120 pesos per kilo, and the PA Nut SA is now priced at 130 pesos per kilo. The price of golden brown sugar has also increased at Balintawak Market. Formerly 80 pesos per kilo, it is now 85 pesos per kilo. Negro sugar, which used to be 90 pesos per kilo, has now increased to 95 pesos per kilo. Meanwhile, the price of white sugar has also increased in Muñoz Market. According to the vendors, the supply is currently low. Meanwhile, according to the Sugar Regulatory Authority Administrator Pablo Luis Ascona, the supply of sugar in the market will be sufficient until the end of the year and next year.
Sa ngayon po, umumpisa yung harvest season natin. Nakuha po yung hiling ng administrasyon na we will have at least 2 months buffer stock sa raw sugar, and we also have sapat na buffer stock po sa refined sugar po.
And in other global news, European countries will review iPhone 12 and other devices for potential radiation health risks, resulting to possible sales ban in some European countries. Maven Carizo tells us why.
More European countries might ban iPhone 12 after France ordered a halt to sales due to radiation health risks to be reviewed, according to Belgian regulators last Thursday, 14th of September. There were no actions made yet, nor immediate prospect for a European-wide ban, as a European Commission said it would still wait for feedback from different European countries. Apple take a stand against French findings, saying iPhone 12 model was certified by multiple international bodies as compliant. with radiation standards. It also passed radiation tests conducted by the French agency in 2021. According to World Health Organizations, there is no adverse health effects established after vast studies have been conducted over the last 2 decades. Matthew Mitchell, Belgium State Secretary for Digitalization, said they had confirmed with the Belgian Institute for Postal Services and Telecommunications, or IBPT, to review all Apple smartphones and devices from other technology companies. Maven Carrizo, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people. We give glory to God.
Hunter Biden has become the first ever case of a sitting United States president's son to be criminally charged in court. He was indicted Thursday, September 14, on 3 charges for lying about his illegal drug use to deceive a gun dealer into selling him a Colt Cobra handgun in October 2018. The federal firearms charges are on top of late tax payment charges being investigated on his business dealings in 2017 and 2018 for income on business and consulting fees totaling around $4 million. Charges for the tax payments could be filed in Washington or California, according to the special counsel overseeing the case. Meanwhile, congressional Republicans are trying to connect the younger Biden's financial affairs to his father, President Joe Biden, with the intent to use these charges in pursuing an impeachment case against the Democrat president. They have been unsuccessful so far to produce proof of the president's direct involvement in the business deals. And those are the reasons behind the news in other parts of the globe.
Wishers will soon witness yet another heartfelt story in another series of Wish Date, entitled Memoir. An actress finds the Wish 107.5 concept of Wish Date unique and one of a kind. Gladys Stauby tells us why.
Actress Alice Dixon has already made a name in the acting industry. Despite this, she feels excited as she will be experiencing another first in her career, being a part of a short film combined with a live performance and the Wish Date memoir. She finds this concept unique.
Well, it's my first time actually to do parang film and live performance na i-combine. Hindi ko pa yan nagagawa. Just the feel, kasi kakaibang medium to eh. It's a combination medium of music, live music, and storytelling. So, kind of bihira yon, very unique. So, yun ang kaabang-abang.
According to the actress, one of the preparations she made to give justice to her character and convey the message of the short film is through listening to music. Alice Dixon also admires her co-workers on this project, appreciating the collaboration between Wish 107.5 and KDR Music House. She mentioned that they are very welcoming and professional, making their tapings light and relaxed.
You can see that they're going to be doing a lot more production. So I'm happy for them na parang I think I'm in like part of the mid-stage sa pag-produce nila kasi may experience na, but they're going to be doing more and more of these kinds of shows. Kaya yeah, congratulations and good luck sa future endeavors nila.
In addition to Alice Dixon, Luella de Cordova, Joshua Junicio, Shira Diaz, and Devon Seron will also be featured in this short film. Wish Date memoir is scheduled for October 1, 2023 at the Araneta Coliseum. Stay tuned for the story and the music to be performed by OPM artists.
Hindi ko pa masasabi kung sino yung lahat ng mga artists, pero we have other performers who will be there. Ako po, I'll be also there doing a live performance, and first time ko po yung gawin. So, sana yung mga pupunta, ma-enjoy nila at ma-experience din nila for the first time ang live performance ko.
Gladys Stauby, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
the Ombudsman graftbusters failed to halt the winning streak of the AFP Lady Gunners. The Senate Lady Defenders also did not allow the Judiciary Justice servers to recover in their rematch during the second round of the UNTV Volleyball League preliminaries. Meanwhile, the PNP Lady Patrollers emerged victorious against the DFA emissaries. Rina Villamor Camarada reports.
In the second round eliminations of UNTV Volleyball League, PNP, Senate, and AFP still dominated. In the first match, PNP defeated DFA in 3 straight sets. The Lady Emissaries couldn't deal with the speed of the Lady Patrollers, but DFA proved that they were able to hold on to the game, even though PNP claimed it at 25-20 in the first set. DFA recovered in the second set with their attacks, yet PNP immediately bounced back to still win the second set at 27-25. In the third set, PNP showed more of their veteran moves and playing skills to take the game at 25-22. The match of the Judiciary and Senate became a close encounter. Both teams were aggressive from start to finish to give the fans an exciting match. Long rallies were given as they have shown wise plays with their receives and attacks. The Senate went away with points on the second set. Coach Roger Gorayeb also gave longer playing time to Kat Villegas, who did not fail her team with their solid blocks and power spikes as the Lady Defenders won the game in 3 consecutive sets, 23-25, 13-25, and 24-26. On the last game, the AFP's record remains unblemished, even though their veteran players Pati Orendain and Wendy Semana did not see action. The Lady Gunners had 7 service aces in the first set alone. AFP did not allow the Ombudsman to take control of the game. Lady Gunner John Bunag set the tone from start to finish with their solid spikes and fast attacks to take the game in 3 sets just like they always do. This Sunday, September 17, don't miss out the games as DFA face Ombudsman at 1 p.m., AFP and Judiciary at 3 p.m., and Senate going up against PNP at 5 p.m. at the Marikina Sports Complex. Rina Villamor Camara, UNTV News and Rescue. We serve the people, we give glory to God.
Our kasangbahay, as the world faces these trying times amid the various challenges and uncertainties, we are inviting everyone to join the global prayer for humanity.
Good day. I'm Brother Eli Soriano of the members of the Church of God International. I want to invite you to join us in a minute of prayer every day to pray for humanity and the whole world as we go through these perilous times. While safety measures like washing of hands and strengthening of our immune systems may help us through this horrible predicament, there is still no precaution or cure more powerful than God's mighty intervention. And we need His intervention now more than ever. It doesn't matter what religion you are in or what denomination you belong. This is an invitation for all the people around the world who cares for the future of their family, friends, loved ones, and humanity as a whole. Everybody is welcome to pray with us. For more details, you can check out the description box below. Thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you soon. May God bless you.
And before we close, we will leave you with the word giving glory to God. From the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9, it says, "And let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not."
This
And those are the reasons behind the news September 15, 2023. Reasons we deliver to you as they unfold. I am Marvi Delfin, live from Perth, Australia.
Because we need to know, we will always ask why. I am Joselito Liquido, live from Malaysia. We serve the people, we give glory to God.